first episode of Talk and Cook with Sheldon. Yes, it's the latest talk show here in Trinidad and Tobago. It's an entertainment talk show where we bring to you the latest in entertainment news, trending on social media, bring you some local news, and we cook up something in the kitchen every day. So, yes, we are launching our first episode on a Friday night, but you can look out for us on Monday, 20th June, for a brand new episode Monday to Friday. So let's get things started with trending on social media. It's a segment that we bring to you every day, things that are trending on social media. I'm going to give my view and opinion, and you can always comment and give your views. Right, so trending on social media today, it's a lot of fighting on TikTok. What is the fighting about on TikTok? A lot of people is coming on TikTok and talking about a TikToker comment on their content, and they didn't like the content, and they're saying that they shouldn't said this, they shouldn't have said that, shouldn't have said this. If you don't like someone's content and you don't like the person, you just move on. You don't stop, comment, and assault the person verbally on TikTok. And I like to tell these TikTokers who are making content that I follow, when you're in public, I have to be able to take criticism and ignore people. These TikTokers that are coming here and trying to bully you on TikTok, just ignore them. They are called Mako talkers. Just ignore them and let's move on, right? Continue providing the content, because of people like myself who view your content, and some of the TikTokers that I follow and I believe they have good content. Simple Sandy 30, I look at her content almost every day, because when she brings her content to TikTok, I learn from it. She gives her opinion, and it's always a positive vibes you get from her, right? So Miss Simple Sandy, don't take on these Mako talkers. You just continue making content that I will view and your others will view. Like you can see, Miss Simple Sandy 30 is a very pleasant person. Another person I follow on TikTok is Liamos2. I love what she do. She take a negative comment or a negative remark from a TikToker, and she bring positivity. Her entire video don't be about negative vibes. Another person on TikTok that you get positive vibes from, and she ignore these people. She just she will respond to your comment, but in a positive way, right? And she enjoys life. Like you see, she go to her parties and she share with us, and we enjoy her content. Another TikToker that I follow, actually this is a family, Mr. and Mrs. James. I love to see their content also. Didn't hear any bad remarks about their content or anyone bashing what they do, but Anil, I look at your content all the time, and I love what you and your wife do. Another TikToker that I follow, aNd Raw Talk. She's a host of Raw Talk, and she gave her opinion on every situation. And it is either you agree or you don't agree, but yet people are attacking these people when they give their opinion, right? But when they give their opinion, they don't side. They always Akila always say there is three sides to a story, how much side to a story, and she said she always believe in listening to everyone. So I follow her, and she share her content to her followers. And Auntie Kila, you don't have to study what anyone come on TikTok and say about you saying 2 bedrooms in a double occupancy in a hotel. If you don't use the word double occupancy, I see nothing wrong with that. And that TikToker that came and comment, and they just ignore them, right? And most of these Mako talkers that come in on TikTok and social media and bullying others, they don't have a picture of themselves. They have a picture of a dog, they have a picture of a tree, but on their page they have no information about themselves, right? I think TikTok and social media, Facebook, Twitter should just ban these people after a while, after a couple of weeks. If they don't put up pictures of themselves, information about themselves, just ban them and take them off TikTok and social media. You know what trouble you have to go through to create a social media account. You have to create an email address. You have to give your information. You have to upload pictures. You have to do this. You have to do that. Right? Every time you are get blocked, you're going to create a new account, and you will have nothing to do. Find things to do with your life. Download an app on Play Store, learn to read. Download an app on Play Store, learn to do maths. Do something. Everybody have a smartphone now. Don't use a smartphone to bully people on social media. School fights. Express had the Trinidad Express had a poll this week asking, should the parents be the one to blame for these children behaving like that? And I say yes, parents are to blame. Right? Parents are not paying enough attention to their children. The children are making children, and when children make children and children have to go to school, children have to fend for themselves to see about the baby. Who's going to see about the baby? Their mom at work, their grandparents at work, nobody but themselves. And they'll leave child home with a neighbor, or leave the child home with somebody, or sometimes some of them leave the child alone home. Right? This is what happens when children make children. Right? So, young teenagers out there, please think before you act. Stop the fighting in school. Right? Just love each other, go out there and be educated. Out here, without an education, you are nobody. Right? Once you have your education, you could do whatever you want out there. Nobody can tell you anything. But when you come out here without an education, hard to get a job. You're going to turn out to be bandits, you're going to turn out to be murderers, you're going to turn out to be crooks. Right? Just go to school and get your education. And a suggestion to the Ministry of Education and schools: when you go to the police station, you make a report, you get a receipt. When these children come to the principal's office and make a report, give them a receipt also, so they have proof that they made a report about someone that is bullying them. Right? That's it about school. I don't want to go in much about it, but yes, parents is to blame. Parents are to blame for these children's behavior. Right? Mr. Smooth, you will see just now in entertainment news. Mr. Smooth, the host of 94.1 FM, Make Up or Break Up, was charged for assault. You're here being a public figure and the top rated radio show on evenings, #1 on radio on evenings, young children, young teenagers listening to your program, and then you're here making news, being charged for assault, domestic violence. Mr. Smoothie could do better than that. I don't give you, I don't hate you. I just believe that you should have known better, act better in public eye. A lot of people look up to you, right? That was disappointed to hear that the host, Mr. Smooth of 94.1 FM, was charged for assault. Alright? Jam Nation. All these people are Jam Nation and no mask. Government. Mr. Rowley, are you seeing this? But we still have policies out there. You can't enter a grocery, you can't enter a government building, you can't enter a school, you can't go in a vehicle, a taxi, you can't walk the street without a mask. But look at thousands of people in Jam Nation with no mask, right? No mask, right? How could you allow this to happen? This is something we need to look at, right? If that's like this, you'll need to control it more. Today alone, we had 132 cases of COVID, and new COVID cases, and 5 deaths. Right? You will see just now in news headlines on air. Right? So, domestic violence against women. It's a no, 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 no. As a male, I don't agree with a man hitting a woman or vice versa. Domestic violence is dangerous, and I'm glad Mr. Smooth wife got out of this situation, and there's many more couples that are going through domestic violence, please report it. There are help out there. There are social welfare officers that are willing to help. There are a lot of social programs out there. Just get educated and get contact numbers and go counseling, go talking. Domestic violence is a no. We see where these domestic violence lead to death, leads to suicide, homicide, suicide. Alright, please, let's just get help. Let's just make this country and the world a more kind and generous. Please be happy. Right, during lockdown everyone was so happy, everybody was sharing. One day cooking home, where's the love? Carnival time, or when this country wins a medal, or this country wins something internationally, we come together and we celebrate, we're happy. After that, we're just fighting and hating on each other. Let's just stop the hating and love each other more. We're going to take a break. We're going to go into entertainment news, and then we're going to go into local news. So we'll be right back after this. So now let's just head to the entertainment studio where we get the latest in entertainment news. Good evening and welcome to our first episode of Entertainment News on Talk and Cook with Sheldon. In the headlines today, Wendy Williams' ex-husband Kevin Hunter slams production company for final episode of the Wendy Williams show. Kamal Georges exited CNC3 News today. Mrs. Smith charged for assault. Jennifer Hudson to take over Daytime Talk. And Monique and Netflix settle lawsuit. Let's get to the details. Kicking off entertainment news today, Wendy Williams' ex-husband Kevin Hunter slams production company for final episode that was aired today.
Hunter is slamming the production company behind ex Wendy Williams' daytime talk show for their handling of the series' final episode. Hunter says, "I feel like it's a travesty on the part of Denmark Mercury to have such an unceremonious departure without Wendy being involved. It is the first time in the history of talk shows for this to be done, especially for a show that has been on air for more than 10 years. He adds, "There is absolutely no reason why a bigger celebration that involved Wendy couldn't happen." Hunter continues saying that as a co-creator of the show, "I know the blood, sweat and tears that went into making the show such a success, and I am not happy with the way the show is going out on a personal level, and I'm truly sorry for the show's fans have to see it go down this way."
Would they make up or would they break up? Host of 94.1 FM Make Up or Break Up radio program, Mr. Smooth, was charged with 3 criminal charges.
3 criminal charges have been brought against radio personality Randy Mr. Smooth Mansour for an alleged incident involving his wife in February. Mansour recently made headlines in relation to another incident in which a social media user alleged on Facebook that he had witnessed Mansour assaulting the woman, Alana Mansour, at a double stand 2 weeks ago. Mansour was charged on Tuesday with common assault, choking with intent to render unconscious, and assault by beating. Following the laying of the charges at the Sandy Grande station, he was granted bail by a justice of the peace in the sum of $80,000, officers said. The Boom Champions 94.1 FM Make Up or Break Up host is accused of committing the offences on Valentine's Day and is to appear before a magistrate to answer the charges on July 16th. Last Friday, he and his wife both stood before Sandy Grande magistrate Sarah De Silva seeking protection orders against each other. At the end of the hearing, the order was not granted to either party. However, they are to reappear before the magistrate on July 16th for the continuation of the matter.
After 13 seasons, the Wendy Williams show came to an end. The final episode was aired this morning on Fox.
Let's get started. I've got fire hot topics. Come on! How you doing?
The final episode of the Wendy Williams Show aired this morning on Fox with a video tribute to the iconic host. The series comes to an end after 13 successful years in syndication. Williams, who has been the original host of the show since it first aired in 2009, has not been on to host since 2020, when she began battling a series of health concerns and financial issues.
How you doing? Live from New York, it's season 12 of The Wendy Williams Show. Now, here's Wendy!
One talk show came to an end. Two more talk shows to enter the daytime talk arena this September. First will be Jennifer Hudson, The Jennifer Hudson Show, and The Sherry Shepherd Show. Jennifer Hudson reveals the premiere of a new talk show.
This fall, Jennifer Hudson is coming to a TV screen near you. On Thursday, she revealed the premiere date for her upcoming daytime talk show, The Jennifer Hudson Show. Having been cleared in more than 95% of the country, the show is officially heading into national syndication this fall. The series will first air on September 12th on the Fox TV stations as its core station group. The premiere date happens to also fall on Hudson's 41st birthday.
Monique and Netflix settled racial and discrimination lawsuit.
Oscar-winning actor and comedian Monique is calling for a boycott of Netflix for gender and racial discrimination, saying she was offered a fraction of what other comics are being paid by the streaming network for comedy specials.
She was when I first said, let's boycott Netflix. I said for gender bias and color bias. Because when Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle received their offers, they were $20 million, and they were very public about the offers. When Amy Schumer initially received her offer, it was $11 million. She went back to Netflix and said, I shouldn't get what the legends are getting, but because I'm a woman, I should get more. And Netflix agreed, and they then gave her $2 million more.
Monique and Netflix have settled a years-long legal battle. On Tuesday, Monique, Hicks and Netflix agreed to dismiss the lawsuit she brought against them in 2017.
CNC3 7 p.m. news anchor Kamal Georges stepped down as news anchor today on CNC3.
News just in, CNC3 has announced that Kamal Georges, a lead editor, news gathering and presenter of the 7 p.m. news, will be stepping down from his post effective June 17, 2022. They went on to say Kamal has been an integral part of our team, serving in various roles throughout his 13-year tenure. He joined CNC3 in 2009 as a reporter and quickly progressed to several positions within GML, including producer, presenter, and finally lead editor, news gathering, a role he assumed in 2018. We wish Kamal Georges all the best.
That's it for entertainment news today. We'll see you on Monday for more stories at Making Entertainment News. And welcome to Headline News on Air with me, Sheldon. It's a segment that we host on Talk and Cook with Sheldon every day. Making local news today, the headlines: 5 more COVID deaths and additional cases. Mitigating flooding, said Rohan Selenan. A brand new cooking tank that women can lift. Now news in detail. 5 more COVID deaths from the COVID-19 virus and 132 more cases reported.
The Ministry of Health has recorded 5 additional COVID-related deaths. This brings the total number of deaths to 3,973. There are currently 131 patients in the hospital. The ministry has also recorded 132 new COVID cases in the last 24 hours, bringing the total number of active cases to 7,519. Works and Transport Minister Rohan Sinanan says his ministry is pursuing all avenues to ensure the necessary steps are taken to mitigate flooding. Responding to the recent flooding in Sandy Grande, Minister Sinanan said the process relies on interagency collaboration and stakeholder consultation. He said it was time to rise above what he described as the blatant politicking, which feeds the country the wrong narrative that flooding is the problem of the government rather than seek to work together as a country to mitigate what is an increasing global occurrence. According to Minister Sinanan, the Ministry of Works and Transport is undertaking its yearly aggressive desilting campaign geared at mitigating the occurrence of flooding. In addition, Sinanan also noted that the issue of building settlements in low areas continues to increase the incidence of flooding.
NP is rolling out a brand new gas tank that women can lift.
New modern alternative lightweight composite gas cylinders that are in 22-pound and 11-pound sizes have been unveiled by local cooking gas suppliers, the Trinidad and Tobago National Petroleum Marketing Company, NP. Over the last few days, social media has been abuzz about the new look and how easy it now is for women to lift the gas cylinder up. The gas cylinders were first showcased NP booth at the Trinidad and Tobago Energy Conference 2022 held earlier this month at the Hyatt Regency Hotel. Brand and media consultant Melissa Dasarat said the composite cylinder was introduced to the market early in 2022 and is already being sold at NP Sealot's head office and will soon be rolled out throughout LPG distributors and retail stores across the country.
So that's it for news headlines on air with me, Sheldon. Look out for news headlines that's making the airwaves on social media every day on Talk and Cook with Sheldon. Thank you for joining us. Good night. Welcome back to Talk and Cook with Sheldon. One thing I just want to mention, since we're in social media, we're talking about domestic violence and respect. The LGBT community celebrating this month of Pride, and let's like to tell Hamid Hussein, as a person trying to be a woman, please respect women. Respect Rachel Price. She's old enough to be your mother, your aunt, your sister. Please have respect for her and stop coming on social media and bashing. You bash Delilah, you bash Rachel Price. You have nothing good to say about women. You're always on social media fighting and letting out this negative energy. Hamid Hussein, cool it. Get down from there, right? Hamid Hussein Kia, right? AKA Kia. Get down from there and settle down. So that's it for trending on social media. Now we're going to head to the kitchen and we're going to cook up a dish. So let's see what's boiling in the kitchen. Today and welcome to our first episode of Let's Talk and Cook with Sheldon. Where we discuss trending on social media, entertainment news, and local news. We also have our cook segment where we're going to cook up a dish every day to show you how I cook my food. So today what we're cooking on our menu is curry egg and potato with some rice, brown rice. So I'm going to show you the process that I I took to make curry, egg and potato in this episode. So let's get started. I'm going to add our rice. I'm going to add the rice in this boiling water. This rice has already been washed. Now we can add some salt to this. 4 eggs to the boiling water. So the egg is going to boil for about 10 minutes and the rest is going to boil for about 15 to 20 minutes. So it's been about 10 minutes, so I'm going to check on the egg and finish it. Let's get ready to curry that egg. So the egg has been shelled and we're ready to fry this. I'm going to fry this egg just get it a little coating. It's going to give the white in the egg to be brown, and that's going to absorb the flavor of the curry when we put it in the pot to curry. So let's get ready to fry this egg. So I'm going to lower the heat with this oil, and I'm going to add my eggs into this oil. So what I'm going to add to the curry today is, of course, we have some curry powder. I'm going to use Maggi all-purpose seasoning. Maggi has Maggi jerk chicken, Maggi flavored pot, Maggi chicken, Maggi fish, right? I'm also going to add some salt and pepper, black pepper, onion, garlic, and hot pepper. I have some pimentos here. I have Sheldon, side, and celery in this bowl. And this is potato. I'm also going to add some tomatoes. So let's get ready. So I'm going to add garlic. Some onion, hot pepper. Pimentos. I'm going to add some fresh seasoning. I'm going to add shallot, and celery. Also going to add some Maggi all-purpose seasoning. I added some water to the curry powder. I'm going to let that start a little bit. I'm going to add some water to make that curry too. We're going to let this curry fry, and when this curry starts cooking, that's when you know it's ready to add your potato. Okay. So when I'm going to add my potato.
I'm gonna add some black pepper and salt. I'm gonna add some hot water to this. Cover and let it simmer for about 5 minutes. Let's slice these eggs in half if you wish. This is a dish my grandmother used to. I'm going to add my tomatoes now. This tomatoes is optional, you don't have to put tomatoes. It's up to you. Add some more pimentos. Some more celery and Sheldon. Be gentle with the stirring. I want to mash up the eggs. This is what you can do, slice it in half. So that way the flavor gets into the egg. Like I said, this is optional. You don't have to. How lovely that looks. You could see the green seasonings, you could see the tomatoes and the color of the curry. It's bright. This is the final dish of curry egg and potato. I'm going to taste it. It smells really delicious. You can actually taste all the spices and herbs. It's a bit spicy. It's very spicy. Just get it in your head. It's just like how Hannah used to make it. Subscribe to our YouTube page, Talk and Cook with Sheldon, and look out for brand new episodes every day on YouTube and Facebook. We're going to add segments of this program and also on TikTok, so you could look for us also on TikTok. We will add the link below this video so you can find us on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. Look out for brand new episodes every day. Thank you for joining us, and hope you enjoy cooking with me, Sheldon. I'm the host of Talk and Cook with Sheldon. Sheldon Sivat is my name, and if you wish to advertise on our program, you could email me at Talk and Cook with Sheldon or send me a message on Facebook on our Facebook page, Talk and Cook with Sheldon. If you wish to sponsor a segment of our program, you could email me at Talk and Cook with Sheldon. Don't forget to check out our YouTube page and subscribe to Talk and Cook with Sheldon. Follow us on Facebook, Talk and Cook with Sheldon, and like us on TikTok, Talk and Cook with Sheldon. Welcome back to the set of Talk and Cook with Sheldon. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Our first episode, we had entertainment news, local news, we had trending on social media,
and we cooked up curry egg and potato in the kitchen. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all tried the ingredients, and you all let me know how it was, and maybe give me some tips in cooking. If you have something that you want me to cook in the kitchen, just let me know. Just comment on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, and let me know what you would like me to make. So you could follow us on Facebook, Talk and Cook with Sheldon, on TikTok, Talk and Cook with Sheldon, and you can subscribe to our YouTube page, Talk and Cook with Sheldon. If you wish to advertise or sponsor a segment in this program, you can email me at talkandcookwithsheldon@gmail.com, or you can DM me on Facebook, Talk and Cook with Sheldon, or on TikTok. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope to see you again on Monday. Bye for now.